Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Letterbox Book Club. My name is Mackenzie,
And my name is Claire.
and today we are going to be discussing the third Zodiac Academy novel, The Reckoning. Wow, okay. I'll start us off with the
I
blurb.
reckon it was a
I
book.
reckon. Oh, don't give away your cards too early, Claire. The answer to your question will be revealed on the lunar eclipse, but when finding the truth, don't let the shadows take you. The week of the reckoning has begun, and senior students have been tasked with making the freshmen' lives pure hell as they prepare to take their fatal assessment. With the lunar eclipse on the horizon, Tory and Darcy have more to worry about than just passing their exams. A dark plot is unfolding and the shadows are drawing closer. And it is at this moment that I say, what the fuck, because this book apparently takes place over a week.
Oh yeah, Hell Week. I mean, yeah.
This is giving House of Night,
Uh huh. Uh
where
huh.
the entire thing took place in like 6 months. All 12 books. Each book was 2 weeks.
They all lived many lives within those 6 months or 12 weeks.
Yes,
It's crazy. Oh, is that the end of the blurb?
that was the end of the blurb, sorry.
Okay.
Thoughts, feelings, emotions. I started by saying what the fuck with
All good. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Just a book. I reckon it's just a book. Um, I feel like this book tried a little too hard to be busy. Like we had, the coming reckoning situation because they gotta become like fully fledged fae and they gotta be sort of yeah welcomed into society properly, etc., or at least earn their way there. And then we have this lunar eclipse little doohickey subplot that was introduced last book as well, and that's had to come about. And then just Hell Week on top of it being the reckoning, which I didn't mind because there's been consistent rhetoric about how they're trying to drive away the weak fae and only really have the strong, and only the strong will survive, and only the strong will be accepted. I didn't mind
Mm.
that, but it was just so slow as well. Just a slow read. It was the
Mm.
slowest week of their lives and my reading life when reading
Yes.
this book. I don't think the heirs are as are great people, given I suppose in the Fae nature they're doing what they're supposed to, but I don't understand their appeal and the relationships they have with Darcy and Tori. Still, it's there's just still a significant amount of just immaturity, and
Mm.
in a way it's off-putting, but I am quite interested in the story and just seeing how it rolls out. So that's just kind of what's keeping me hooked, is just the last 100 pages every time, because that seems to be how the plot is being driven at the moment. But it was entertaining for me. Like I didn't mind seeing all the trials, and seeing Darcy and Tori succeed. That's all I want for them as well, because they've had it rough and they're just trying to get their bag. What about you?
I like the trials, but that's just because I am a trial-driven girly.
Yes, that's why I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Hard agree.
Um, but that's like kind of all that I liked. Um, I don't enjoy how OP Lionel seems to be, but I guess you're gonna learn more in book four.
Dabble with dark magic, and that's what happens. He's not OP just out of the blue. There's reasoning for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I really liked the Xavier storyline, and I still think I don't know if I mentioned this, but yeah, I think that yeah, it's giving LGBTQAI plus representation, and that's what the Pegasus is giving. I don't think he's gay. I think it's just giving
The allegory, the metaphor.
the allegory. Yeah, it's a
But
metaphor, you see.
but in a way, the way even the heirs have been written together and their like interpersonal relationships, like they've all seemed to not experiment, but like they've been sexual with each other before, and I feel
Mm,
like that doesn't make sense if the writing is already sort of in a fluid way. Like, why have this
yeah.
hidden potential closet situation? Like, I don't
Mm,
get that.
mm,
If that is the case, which we won't know until we finish the end of the series, if it does or
mm,
doesn't happen. But I just
mm,
that doesn't seem right if if they're gonna go that route. Especially like Seth inherently and his pack inherently. They have orgies together all the time.
Yeah.
Caleb and
But
Seth
that's
had
a pack thing. That's a werewolf thing.
Yeah, well.
You don't get it. You're not a werewolf.
I don't think I'd want to be a werewolf in Seth's pack, if I'm being honest. All I can just hear is the whiny Sethy from Kylie or
Yeah.
whoever.
Yeah. Oh, Sethy. Sethy wouldn't touch you ever. Oh, Sethy. It's even more obnoxious in the graphic audio.
I was just going to say, what was the graphic audio actress of Kylie like?
Obnoxious. So obnoxious.
Who would you prefer, though? I almost forgot her name. Geraldine or
her? Oh my god, I'm trying to find a chapter where Geraldine is in, because the voice is, I can't. Hang on, let me see if I can.
And I do apologize to the crowd. I am enjoying my dinner.
That is okay. I already had my dinner earlier. Oh, I can't find it because it's different. Like, the graphic audios aren't in, like, chapters.
Oh.
But, anyway, okay, wait, hang on, I wonder. Hang on. Hey.
Talk me through it.
I'm going to YouTube. I'm going to Zodiac Academy graphic audio.
Do graphic audios
Geraldine
end up on YouTube? You know what? I'll start a hunt for a scene as well. At least, or at the very least, a chapter.
Okay, I can't find it. Anyway, just know that it's annoying.
It's annoying.
Yeah. I'll try and find some while I'm listening at work, and I'll record it.
It's like anytime you hear her voice,
it just doesn't suit, like, what I'm imagining. Like, I need to look up what her character's meant to look like.
Oh, that's kind of hard, because in the fan fiction sort of sense from books, like, everyone is just inherently sexy and inherently...
Yeah. Okay, you know, the voice does not suit her official art from the Zodiac Academy wiki.
Oh, really?
Which you are not allowed to go on, because that's how I got spoiled.
Okay, alright. Lesson learned.
Yes, don't do it.
Alrighty, so yeah, we ended up with the Pegasus. You enjoyed Xavier's storyline too.
Yes. And that's about all that I enjoyed.
He was, which is funny because he's not really in it that much in this book. And for him to have a greater moment than 400 and plus pages of Darcy and Tory and the heirs, it's crazy.
Well, I didn't like the reporter, the, like, Fox reporter.
Yeah.
And then also in the book, he has an Australian accent.
Really? Wow. And he's not even an Australian animal. Like, he's just a fox.
No, I know. And I don't know if it's an Australian voice actor or if it's an American voice actor doing an Australian accent, because it sounds like very stereotypical Steve Irwin. But
it sounds sort of, dodgy.
Yeah, okay, so let's discuss some events. As I was saying, there's, like, that ball party thing, whatever, where the council thing where the girls go, and that's where, like, they meet the reporter. And I just feel like I'm an idiot.
Sorry to burst your bubble. That was last
Eat my ass. Okay, cool.
Alright, well, this event, now I can't speak. Sorry, because I feel like I've annoyed you now just from, like, shitting on your...
No, it's fine.
We kick off right after the pitbull attack.
Yes. I knew that. I'm too far in these books now.
You're too deep in the trenches.
Yeah, it's Hell Week, which is fun. Yay.
Which seems like not a really original concept, considering, like, in American media...
Yeah, I was gonna
like,
say, I feel like
parties,
everything, yeah.
Hazing.
Hell Week, Rush Week.
Initiation Week.
Yeah. Also, I'm also very confused about how Zodiac Academy works, because the heirs obviously seem like they've been there for a while, but then they also seem like they're the same age as the twins. So are they seniors and then the twins are meant to be, like, freshmen? Or, like, how does this work? Or, like, did they just come late and so they've just been, like, slotted in with, like, the junior year or whatever?
Are the heirs inherently powerful just because they're heirs, or are they powerful because they've, honed in on their craft? I feel like they've been there for some time, and I thought about this since even book 1, and I didn't really know how to bring it up because yeah, the timelines of it all just don't make sense in that
And then yeah, because like
curriculum.
Sophia, I don't think Sophia came in with the twins. She was already
No.
there,
And
maybe.
I thought Diogo was already there, but he was there with them. He rocked up with
Oh,
them.
so maybe I'm thinking that like everyone's like power emerges at different times or whatever. And like obviously, if you lived in Solaria, like you'd go through the traditional like timing. So what I'm thinking is that yeah, like they were collected in like junior year, and then the senior, and then the heirs have done like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and they're in their senior year.
Okay, because either way, they've already passed their reckoning.
Yeah, but also there's no like it's just like if you survive the academy, there's no actual like end date, like it
No.
seems.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think the fleshing out of the actual curriculum. Maybe that's why it's such like a short timeline in terms of events because they probably realized that they've got that a little murky, written that in a little weird way, so they don't have to really address it.
And it's like yeah, because now I'm confused because well, I guess this book only takes place over a week, so I was like, how are they going to fit 12 books into while they're still at the academy? But I guess if we're going week by week, it's only 3 months.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, um, and I was expecting more. I guess attacks on the freshmen.
Yeah,
There were a few, and then the
yeah,
heirs, once they started realizing that Tory and Darcy fucked with them, like then, yeah, I was expecting the heirs to really take the opportunity to Hell Week to like further fuck them up, but
yeah,
only until they realized that yeah, Darcy and Tory fucked with them that then they decided to really push the envelope on that. And yeah, Hell Week again. It's just a reiterating rhetoric that's the weaker Fae are discouraged from
yeah,
succeeding and is inevitably kicked out and shunned of Zodiac Academy, while the fiercest and the strongest and the smartest can move forward and proceed with their lives.
yeah,
Um, which I like. Again, I like that ruthlessness of the Fae in that sense, but um, and I really. And I liked that Orion even, was sort of coaching them in the beginning, having their little meeting, or well, I suppose in the
mm,
classroom. He's like, "You got to fight back. Like that's the
yeah,
only way." And even the past couple of books, that's been emphasized as well. Like, you might get beat up, but you gain more respect if you do fight back and use your powers against
yeah,
everybody. Because yeah,
yeah,
it's just about fortifying your will, fortifying your strength and your mental, and like, yeah, if you get beat up and you lose the fight, but at least you fought back. And then yeah, Darcy and Tori have already become an epitome of that as well because they're now at a point where, though still new and fresh to the society, they are not trying to take anything lying down at all either.
yeah. I understand as well. Like the heirs are concerned that these like the twins are going to come, like they've stepped on their territory, they're going to come and take their thrones or whatever. But and then I know as a whole we can't get involved, blah blah blah, from the professors. But I feel like there's a line because they still are like the princesses of Solaria. Like if you kill them, there
Yeah,
has to be some sort of consequence.
that's
Like
what is it? What's it called? Regencide or whatever.
yeah,
Suicide, infanticide, regentside, or whatever it's called.
yeah, I think it's Regent side.
Yeah, and like no one would dare try and attempt to kill the heirs, and they're not even technically royalty. So yeah, there's obviously a huge double standard there.
And then also sorry, I feel like a Seth and Max are kind of irrelevant still, and that still kind of carries on into book 4 as well. And it's like, why make 4 heirs? I guess to represent the 4 elements and stuff or whatever. But it's like you could have just had Darius and Caleb.
Mm, it could, yeah. Yeah, with Seth, yeah, he's just still a little whiny puppy dog, really, in this book. Still
Yeah,
recovering from the loss of his, well, not loss, sort of semi exclusion from his own pack.
mm,
Because he made a decision, or we still don't know really how, but he's made, yeah, Darcy and Omega, and that's caused a bit of a shift or rift in the pack, and the fact that they had fleas
yeah,
for a little bit of time, and that's humiliating and disheartening from an alpha to have caused that. And
yeah,
yeah, he's just really whiny and mopey, trying to seek comfort from his brothers, and his brothers don't want to borrow him.
yeah.
Yeah, not much is really going on with Seth. Again, his only relevancy here is him and Darcy maybe inevitably either hooking up or her fighting, challenging him to leave, or challenging him to be an alpha or whatever. I don't know how it works, but yeah. And then Max, again, he's just under his blackmail sort of shield. All good. And there's a lot of point of views in this book as well, again, where everyone gets a POV, you get a POV, you get a POV.
Yeah.
And we have this lunar eclipse event also within this week as well, which how do we feel about the reckoning and the lunar eclipse happening at the same time?
I feel like the lunar eclipse kind of eclipsed the reckoning, if you will. Like it just kind of overtook it. The lunar eclipse was built up to be this huge, big event where all this stuff happens and the moon makes you do crazy shit. But then it just
They're just horny.
the reckoning, yeah, they're just horny, and the reckoning was just pushed away.
Yeah, yeah. The lunar eclipse. Yeah, I thought it was gonna just be more than like
Yeah.
horniness and honing in on the senses, because the moon enhances your emotions and your fey instincts and even your order sort of instincts as well.
Mm.
So it's like one sort of semi horny / relatively dangerous place, because even the vampires can lose control. And yeah, we lost Caleb for some time because he was hiding
Mm.
away, because obviously he wouldn't have been able to restrain himself around Tory at all. And yeah, but it was really funny when all the teachers were hanging out like at Orion's place, like around the pool or whatever, and they were calling out to Orion to
Yeah.
join them. It was so
Yes.
funny. And Orion's like, "Please get me the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
But
Washer's just being Washer.
yeah, Wash is
And
just
then is it in this one the next day where Orion finds him like face down or something, like on the
no.
chair, and he's just like naked?
I don't remember. Oh, and the one of a very funny moment was when they were learning the contraception spell
Oh yes.
in preparation for the lunar eclipse, because everyone's gonna fucking like, yeah, you can fuck as long as you're protected. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
And obviously, Washer had to. I don't know. Orion was excused, and Washer came in with all these sex toys.
Yeah.
Like, how? Why did they write a character like Washer? He is obviously very disliked, obviously pervy, and like that's within his fey nature and order nature, but it's still just really inherently stupidly creepy
Mm.
and harassmenty.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, I'm kind of getting over Washers, like
innuendos and
yeah,
just
innuendos
his
and yeah, and like I understand that the students are adults or whatever, but still it's a position of power, and it's like, oh,
yeah,
this is
and
really appropriate.
just the sexual harassment of it all.
Yeah.
It's just not a good feature in this book at all.
Mm.
Um, although I did quite like his serious moment in the beginning when he was telling Orion that he was apologetic about his reading, because he read that the pit
Mm.
hall was going to be attacked, but it wasn't taken seriously, and he was so
Yeah.
apologetic, and he's like even bamboozled himself, because he's like, he doesn't normally get it right, but this time he
Yeah.
did. Like, I didn't mind that semi-sweet, semi-serious moment, but then yeah, he's just lost the plot in with his sexual prowess. And big news, we learned what Darius and Orion are up to. They're sneaking off
To
to
do butt sex? No, I'm joking.
dabble in some dark magic.
Double in some dark magic, but they are doing it though to um try and take down Lionel.
Yeah, they're gonna spy on him, see what he is up to, because obviously being not only an abusive piece of shit of a father, he's a very questionable person.
Authority figure, yeah,
Yeah,
in charge
questionable.
of the council.
Yep. Even though it's supposed to be split amongst the four families.
Yes, but he is a dragon, so inherently more powerful.
Absolutely. And so yeah, we see them, dark magic shit, and they spy on him. They like astral project in a way or whatever, like spying on
Yeah,
his.
they astral project and yeah, can like it's
That was
kind of
just my
like a time
description
travel thing. Like they can see where he is, like
in the
in
moment.
the
Yeah.
past, yeah, and stuff.
Oh,
It's cool. I like it.
yeah, I like it because it's a different sort of magic. And it's like dark magic / shadow magic, all in the
Mm.
same. Very powerful, very easy to like abuse. easy to succumb to because the shadows inherently being a sort of darkness power, like it whispers and calls to you when you're vulnerable as well. So there's a huge
Mm-hmm.
element of danger when trying to engage in that activity. And of course, Darcy and Tori stumble upon them, or
Mm-hmm.
they either find them or they followed them.
They follow them,
No, they were running away
and they and
from.
they and they like fall into the
Yeah, they were running away from Hellwig
yeah
shenanigans, and
yeah
they found them. And then yeah, in a moment of like a daze, Tori nicks herself with the dagger that she stole from Darius, and she ends up being
yes,
sort of a part of
because the
it.
dagger starts like talking to her and shit.
Yeah, yeah, we love a talk. We love talking objects and swords and stuff like that.
Mm.
It's great. Daggers that whisper. Um, and so yeah, Orion and Darius ultimately found out by Tory and Darcy, and they're sort of like semi trying to blackmail each other, but their blackmails sort of cancel out because they're both in the wrong. So I think they kind of agree to part ways, knowing each other's secrets for the time being. Also, a big book for relationship developments, I guess.
You guess.
Tori and Caleb are having sex willy nilly. Orion and
Yeah.
Darcy are having sex willy nilly. Love to see it. Obviously, not convinced that Tori and Caleb are endgame, but here we are.
Love to
Um,
see it. Can I get behind it? I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. Who, if you were to, I don't know, would you choose a vampire or a dragon? Ultimately,
Vampire.
there you go. Caleb wins. Um,
Yeah, but it's just like there's the Darius of it all as well. Like,
he's just the brooding,
yeah, he's
self-deprecating
like,
sort
if
of.
I can't have you, no one can. But I only want you on my terms.
Yeah. And then
If that
he has
makes
the
sense.
goal to be pissy and jealous at Caleb, even though he's not. Darius is not making any sort of moves, or he just doesn't want. He knows he just doesn't want to know the intimate details when Caleb talks to them about it. But like, yeah, he's there's like inner fighting almost about to happen over this jealousy. Oh yes, of course the heirs, yeah, inevitably piece everything together that Tori and Darcy were the ones that gave him fleas, gave him griffin poo, and uh, did the whole unicorn prank. Oh, I really enjoyed the scene with Caleb and Tori, or scenes where Caleb's going on about, I don't know, Pegasus play in a sense, trying to get Tori to confess, and it was just like a nice little sensual, tense moment. It was pretty cool. Oh yeah, and this is where the immaturity of the dialogue and stuff comes into play. Like when they realized and they banded together, they're like, obviously no one messes with us. We got to destroy them. It's like, come on now. Like,
Yes.
do they not have the common sense to think that they have a right to fuck with us because we almost killed them?
Yes. I
Like,
agree.
this is a keeping score moment. Not they're not just fucking with you to
And it's
just
like
relentlessly.
they did things that oh my god, what is the word I'm looking for?
Substantially
They
worse.
yeah, no, like the twins, like their stuff wasn't harmful. Their pranks and stuff
No.
weren't harmful, whereas the heirs are actively, like I said, actively out here trying to kill them.
Yeah, if anything, the twins were just like humbling and like just trying to go at their egos and everything, trying to
Yeah.
like humiliate them in a less violent way. And they're all
Yes.
trying to actively kill them and drown them and
Yeah, that's the thing. The twins are just trying to humiliate the heirs. The heirs are trying to kill.
and to think that like the heirs think that they have like a leg to stand on to like even enact more sort of revenge is just
Mm.
outrageous and very like
Hmm.
obviously self-centered, selfish sort of thinking.
Yep.
Um
100%
greater
agree.
greater than that, and like that's where I was kind of I was not interested in whatever they wanted to do because it just came across as so immature and
Yeah.
unsubstantial and completely unreasonable compared to what they've done to them,
Yeah.
to Tori and Darcy, and I just can't get over that level of immaturity or
Mm.
foresight. Caleb, to a degree, has come to terms with the fact, we tried to kill them. Yeah, they might not want to mess, or not mess, but they might not want a bar of us. Like, and he's kind of relatively okay with that. But everyone else is just nah. I don't get it. And then
Agreed.
we have the trials. You want to go through the trials?
I can't remember the trials.
Air trial,
The one there
trial.
was the water one. They were swimming.
Yep. That's the water
Yeah,
trial.
that's the water. Well, I didn't know if it was like all in one, like a
No,
triathlon. I couldn't remember.
no. It was individual days and times, and you only had to attend the trial that you obviously have an afflicted magic for, and for of course Darcy and Tory, they have everything, so they
I
got to
did go.
attend
Yeah,
everything. And they were judged based on performances and scores and times and stuff like that.
that is right. I remember now.
Yeah, the water trial was
Yes.
swimming. I
Hmm.
think it was swimming. Yeah, it was swimming. They had to swim out to a furthest
A
point,
boy.
a boy, and then they had to dive down and find something, and then there was something else. Break through some ice or something. I'm pretty sure.
There was a waterfall.
Oh, waterfall. That was probably it. I'm not sure. Yeah. Either
Yeah.
way, the trials all were written the sort of same. Like they were the sort of underdogs, and no one really believed in them or believed that they could succeed. But with the
Hmm.
power of friendship and sisterly love,
The
anything
power
is
of the
possible.
ass behind them.
The power of the ass. Yeah, and the power of helping Diego too. Because it's one of those things where you can work together, but I always thought it was
Mm.
supposed to be individual based. But anyways, but every trial was sort of the same. They helped each other, which I found quite repetitive, and
Mm.
I don't know, it got a little boring. And
I think it was they were meant to be like individualized, but they're like, fuck that, we're gonna help each other kind of
I
situation.
think it was said that they could help each other if they wanted to.
Oh,
But
I
I
just
think the insinuation
obviously wasn't paying attention.
was was like, but why would you? Because everyone's
Mm.
all about themselves and their own powers.
Yeah.
And yeah, they helped Diego big time in the air one.
Yeah, and also his uncle was there and was one, an asshole, and two, super sus.
Yes, because he has connections to Lionel as well, as we learned later on.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
but yeah, that air trial was the final kind of guaranteed moment that I knew Diego was sus, because he so happens to not know how to do certain things, and he revealed that he wasn't able to shield, or hasn't been able to shield, and
Hmm.
that's just sus behavior.
He's shit at magic, so it's sus.
Yeah, he's shit at magic, so it's sus. Yeah, he's totally, that's solidified it for me. Yeah, he's a nymph. In my eyes,
He's a nymph.
he's a nymph. Because how can he get
He's an
away with?
imposter.
And then yeah, he just manages to scrape on by just under the radar, like something's up. And yeah, Tory and Darcy fighting through all the trials with no sort of worries. They succeeded. And then there was like a ranking system, and they both got like 20 marks out of 20.
Yeah,
Placed them pretty
of
high.
course they did.
Yeah, they're chosen ones. Like, I don't mind that though.
Yeah, and then I also the ranking I found it was giving
Harry
oh
Potter?
my god, Divergent. No,
Divergent.
Divergent.
Oh, yeah. Even Hunger
Yeah,
Games to a degree, because Hunger Games had ratings too,
yeah,
rankings, based
yeah,
on performance and skill and how much you threaten the judges or the
yeah.
captain. But I think one of the trials they came last, but they finished in the time. But like I like it was if there was still more of that, because I think most of them they just outright won.
Yeah,
But they earned it, and they're trying really hard.
which is again so giving so much chosen
Other
one.
giving just the chosen one archetype, and who's never been involved or
Yes,
around magic before, but they become inherently good at it quite quickly.
yes, which is fine, I guess.
It's
But
fine in this world where they have to, because if they don't, then they lose their dime. They lose their bag.
yeah, but it's like I would have appreciated seeing them like knocked down a peg or two, like having to actually struggle through the trials.
Mm.
Like I just feel like they were too easy for them, and it did come across that they were pretty OP. And it's like, yes, they are, but they are still like coming into their power
Yeah.
sort of thing. It's like I would have liked to have seen, like, they can still win or whatever, but I would have liked to have seen more of a struggle and more of a, like, really had to work hard to get there.
I think the Earth Trial one, they had to do that because it was like a maze and they
Yeah.
felt the vibrations of the earth beneath them to
Hot.
find the way. All right.
Mm.
You find earth vibrations sexy?
Yeah. Any
it.
vibration is sexy.
There we go. Okay.
No, I don't know.
And it was also just giving Harry Potter as well with the Goblet of Fire sort of thing, without all the inherent wizard glory. It's just another job done for entering Fae society properly. And then we have like a cute little Fae fair situation happen, like just before.
Oh yeah,
Lunar
the
Eclipse.
the fairy
fair,
something.
Yep.
The fairy fair.
Yeah, it was cute. It's nice to see some downtime because I think the last couple of books it really had been curriculum, power, attacks sort of focus, which it's nice to have it. But then again, I feel like every interaction Tory and Darcy have with like an heir, that in itself becomes a downtime sort of moment.
Yeah, but then again, let's remember as well that this book takes place over a week.
Yeah. Everything's happening fast.
Yeah.
Why did I feel like there was some sort of festival for like Goblet of Fire as well in Harry Potter, but that's probably not true. And they didn't have any sort of celebration.
They had the Yule Ball celebration.
Yeah, I'm making up words today.
That's okay. The good old celebration.
And yeah, Tori was meant to go with Caleb, but then they ended up hanging out doing some other weird kinky shit.
They did go, I think, for a little bit.
Oh yeah, well, they predominantly did the weird kinky shit out in the middle of the woods.
The weird kinky shit.
What was it?
I love
why did he take her out there again? Was it because
to do the weird kinky shit?
Yeah, but was it to like get her to confess about messing with them, getting their revenge? Because he was kind of upset about it, and then he was like, "I don't care." Or maybe it was just weird kinky shit where they just hate fucked each other or something. I don't know. I think that was the case.
Probably.
We
love a hate fuck.
Yeah. And then Darcy went with Diego because Sophia went with somebody else.
Yes.
And there's a bit of because Diego.
Is this the one where they have the big fight? And Diego calls.
Oh yeah.
Darcy a whore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. Diego really, showed some colors in this book as well. It's giving nice guy finishes last, but nice guy turns out to be a dick anyway.
Yes.
And he's a nymph, so of course he's an asshole.
He's a nymph. You're sticking with that?
I'm sticking with that. No, allegedly, no ifs and or buts about it. He is fucked. Yeah, I think because Diego, I think sees they see Sophia have a moment with, I forget who she's with, and then I don't know, Diego and Darcy have a kiss moment, but Darcy didn't. He kissed her and she didn't really want to do it, and then she looks over and Orion's bloody kissing Francesca or something. It's just a huge little mess.
Yeah.
And then Darcy rejects him reasonably and gently, and then he's like, "You're a fucking whore."
Yes.
You have a crush on your teacher, which is true in her eyes. It is true.
Which is true, but also it doesn't inherently make her a whore.
Yeah, and then Orion flips his shit a little bit as well because he's so protective of Darcy because of obvious reasons. They have some sort of celestial connection. They are whatever the term of soulmates are.
They're
it's not guardianship.
No, it's oh my god. No, it's okay, you'll find out in the next book because someone else has it.
Oh. I think I wrote it down though. All the different like soulmates.
Soul Star, whatever the fuck.
Starlink.
Starlink.
They missed an opportunity right there. Yeah, because I know the wolves have one too. They have like a mate situation. But like it's very kind of obvious between Orion and Darcy to have that soulmate.
I agree.
Situation going on. for whatever reason. And then yeah, their conversation was strange when they kind of talked it out because Orion kissed Francesca because he saw Diego and Darcy kissing, but he just wanted to do it to make it jealous. And again, it's just another level of immaturity and
Mm.
silliness. And I don't understand in
And then
Orion's.
also you'd think with his like vampire hearing or whatever, he would have known that she wasn't into it, or like she told Diego. She's like, "What the
And like,
fuck?"
can he not read her mind? Is that not a thing? I thought he could
Yeah.
hear her thoughts too. So like,
Mm.
I don't know. I guess there needs to be excuses for tensions between relationships.
Yeah. Agreed.
Even though it is again written off really immaturely and sort of poorly.
Mm.
Because yeah, Orion hangs out with Francesca and there's amongst the school body and everything, there's an assumption that they're
Oh.
together, that they're in a relationship, but he obviously has vehemently denied it and says no, we're not together, but then we'll go yeah, they're on the perception of them is like they're on a date at this fair as well, and then he kisses her, which
Mm.
would solidify that sort of rumor. But then he's all like,
Mm.
"She's not my girlfriend," blah blah blah. So I don't know. It's just all confusing.
Yeah.
It's very YA natured. These books.
I know, and that's why I struggle with what lane they're trying to pick for these books.
I wouldn't have minded if it was more grittier, like Present City sort of style.
Yeah, because it feels like that it's towing that line. So I'll be interested to see where it goes
Mm.
in the next few books because it is still in that very much YA sort of
And
uh category.
that's why I thought everyone. Well, there's a huge appeal to these books as well because I thought it was written in a way where it is like mature, fantasy focused,
Mm.
um, like a high, maybe dare I say high-ish fantasy sort of focus, but really it's yeah, it's just it is giving House of Night. Unfortunately, it's written a bit better than
Yeah.
House of Night, but the level
Yeah.
of maturity and the lack of sophistication, it just gives it yeah House of Night. But like I do enjoy like where the story's going, like especially at the
Yeah.
end of this book where they've introduced pretty much like the shadow not really shadow realm, but like they delve into like that shadow sort of elements.
Mm.
It's a little bit grittier, but yeah, it's still a little bit inconsistent with the genre I guess it's going for. It's just
Especially
YA.
with, yeah, some of the dialogue as well feels very childish.
But I'll push through because I am kind of I do want to see where it goes.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
enjoying the
very
story.
interested to see where it goes, but it's just, yeah, one of those things that,
The heirs right now are still unappealing because they're just not
hmm
good people, regardless.
agree, hard agree.
Um, and yeah, I think yeah, Darcy and Darius, not Darcy, Tory and Darius's relationship for what would have become is obviously strained considering the events of the book or the end of the
Mm,
book. Yeah.
hmm
Um,
Which, when we talk about it, I have some qualms with.
we can go straight there because because I pretty much
We're there? Okay. So at the end of the book, it's like the lunar eclipse. And I can't remember how he does it, but Lionel uses Darius and Orion to get the girls. Is it like a port key situation?
yeah, I think so. I think it was just because Darius had every intention of hooking up with Tori. It was just a matter of the
Yeah.
horniness got the better of them. Their horny Orion and Darius's horniness is what isolated those girls and which inherently put them in danger.
Mm. So then Lionel like imbues them with dark magic or whatever because he's opening,
Like a
he's
portal
doing
or a
something,
gate,
a
yeah.
portal, yeah, something because he's like trying to give all his friends like dark shadow magic, blah blah blah. Anyway, and then yeah, we find out that the girls emerge as phoenixes because of
Mm-hmm.
course they do because they're chosen and special and the phoenixes haven't been seen in years and years and years and years. But Lionel just assumes that they're fire harpies. Yeah. Now, Tori gets really mad at Darius over this because
Because she thought he lured her away.
mm, But he was like fighting with his father for it to like not happen. And he was like trying to save them, etc. But she was so angry. And that's what my qualm is. It's like he was clearly trying to protect you, but also clearly he was affected by this dark magic as well that Lionel's like put in him. And then she's like, "You did that, blah 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 blah." It's like, well, no, he didn't. Like, have some common sense, my love.
But I think she thought he lured her away regardless.
Mm,
And like maybe he had a regret moment in which Lionel just caught them out in that isolated, area of the beach or whatever.
mm.
Because he was obviously following Darius or yeah. It's just it's giving like in who is it? In Throne of Glass. The one that I hate the most. I forgot his name.
Kale.
No. Cadre.
Oh,
Oh, what's his name?
Lorcan.
Lorcan. Yeah, it's giving Lorcan moment.
Lorcan.
Lorcan. Yeah, it's kind of giving that Lorcan moment, but
Mm,
it reminded me of that so much. But yeah, in Tori's perspective, Darius lured her away for his father, because he's
mm.
never outright spoken to Tori and been like, "Look, my dad's a piece of shit, like, and he abuses me, like, leave me alone."
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure there is. I'm sure his lips are magically sealed, probably.
My lips are sealed.
As is always the case in these sorts of books, like there's a vow to never speak of anything sort of ever again. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But I think that's what's going through her mind, and I feel like she has every right to be upset. And the fact that Darcy was being threatened to be killed and like to be bait as well, a part of this, like it was just a shitty situation for everybody involved,
Mm.
except for Lionel because he gets his shadowy magic, and then
He gets his friends all on board.
yes, everyone that's worked with him or who has a lot, it's giving cult, who has aligned themselves with Lionel, gets a bit of taste of shadow magic, and we'll see what really comes with it. And yeah, they become, they show their order forms when when they're a part of the shadow world, because obviously they're in grave danger and they're trying to, in a way, fight against it.
Mhm.
And then there's the cop out sort of grand finale of this book where Lionel coerces Darcy and Tori to forget.
Yes. Does it end on that?
It kind of ends there, I'm pretty sure. I don't have any
Do
other...
we know if they? Do you know if they remember or not remember?
Wait, no, they don't remember because they fight against them, but they pretend they forgot. I believe
But
that's
they,
the
yeah.
case.
So okay, yep, cool.
I believe, like, because I'm remembering right now, ironically, Darcy and Tori gave each other a look of like,
Mm,
yeah, let's fake this out. So it'll be
mm,
interesting because, in a weird way, though Orion and Darius are bound by the shadows, like to
mm,
Darcy and Tori, they are inherently sort of like have an allegiance to whatever Lionel is up to.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, his motivation was absolutely revealed that he wants the fifth element, which is the shadows. And of course, the shadow
Mm-hmm.
realm involves what creatures?
Nymphs.
There we go.
Interesting. That very
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. We'll see where it goes. And then the next book is
I
actually
will let you know that like I still don't know where it's going. Like, and
okay.
I'm
Fair enough.
halfway through book 4, so
That's so good. And the next book is called Shadow Princess or something. I'm pretty sure.
yes,
Which we're going there. We're getting into the shadowy depths of this world and figuring out shit.
yes.
Um,
I will reserve my thoughts for the
that's
fourth
okay.
book for when we
Oh,
but
have you come across what's happened when you spoiled yourself? Has that happened yet?
no,
Oh,
it has not happened yet.
okay.
I'm concerned for when it does happen because right now it would be kind of okay, but
You'd be
I'm
happy for
concerned.
it to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna suffer, but I'm gonna be happy about it.
Yeah. And that's pretty much the book.
Mm. That is the
Again,
book. Should we go to the stars?
we can, and as I just quickly said before, like it tried so hard to be busy. The book, so many things happening,
Yeah.
but it was just still in a way stagnant. Which is funny how
Yes,
that
I
works.
agree. I'm going to find my stars live.
All right.
because I
Stars
always
that
forget.
That's okay. The Stars That Listen is a segment that we do on this podcast. We find a 1 star and a 5 star review from Goodreads for shits and gigs. I was gonna say Goodweeds. Yeah, for shits and gigs, like it's not that serious. We like to see what the people think and their thoughts and opinions and everything, and we may fight with them or we may vehemently agree.
We always start with the 1 stars because we like to end on a positive note. Would you like to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first. I still gotta look a little bit.
Okay. I have utterly ridiculous how little self-respect and dignity these girls have just because some guys are hot. The Facebook shit and hashtags are so cringy. I don't know how much more I can take. And then, most frustrating experience I've ever had. Use your brains, Tory and Darcy. Why don't you reflect on literally anything? I simply cannot cope. Not everything is surface level. Think harder. Blue Lance, stay superior. Only reason I'm still here.
Blue Lance, that's their ship name? That's so cool.
That's the shit. Yeah.
That's so cool. Alright, I have a paragraph, and we don't look too hard.
Here we go.
Honestly, I'm baffled by how many books there are in this series. Like, almost nothing happens to move the plot forward aside from the romantic interactions between characters, and this is coming from somebody who usually loves character-driven books. The main characters are made to seem so obtuse when convenient that makes my skin itch. Every step forward they take in their relationship with others is almost immediately washed away to continue very circular conflict. Not to mention how genuinely fucked up every relationship in the series is. Like, the themes in this are insane. Every male love interest is creepy and off-putting. It is so depressing to read about their romantic entanglements. Every one of these guys should have a mugshot. And then there's like a 1-2 sentence 1 star underneath it. We have plot people. Don't say that too loudly or else you might get spooked into hiding. Wait. Oh no, hang on. We have plot people. Don't say that too loudly or else you might spook it into hiding. But still, 600 pages for 1 week of timeline is outrageous.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's it's bullshit.
Okay. I'll go. Is that all you have?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go to my 5 stars. I have the chokehold this series has on my entire being needs to be physiological. Oh my god, now you've got me. The chokehold this series has on my entire being needs to be psychologically analysed. I need Lance Orion more than I need air. Darius could oh my god. Darius could drown me any day of the week. Caleb needs to get over Tori like yesterday. I'm obsessed with Darcy and I relate to her fragile and big heart way too much. Her and Lance are going to hurt me. Scratch that. This entire book is going to hurt me. Tori is a ticking time bomb and I love her. I know she's going to make decisions throughout the series that make me want to throw her off a cliff. And then I have the most important thing I'm taking away from this story is that vampires will always be sexy.
Hey, love it. All right, my 5 star. These writers take their job seriously. The writing is so well planned and the amount of drama is palpable. From the violence to the sex to the tension, the reader feels every bit of what is intended. It is amazing how they have woven in the tale in a way that the heirs who are out to destroy the Vegas can only get so intertwined in them that they can't see straight. And you can feel every angst and struggle. It's a tough choice for the reader between inhaling the book or savoring it. Either way, it's over too soon. I'm glad they felt that way.
Yeah.
I wish we read the same book, though. Zing.
I guess that is all, folks. As always, you can find us on Instagram at letterbox_book_club. From there, our link tree is in the bio, where you'll find us in all the places: Spotify, TikTok, YouTube, the SoundCloud if you're old school.
Mm-hmm.
Stay safe out there.
Yeah, make sure you got those Lunar Eclipse contraception spells ready.
All right, love y'all. Bye.
Bye. Hands above the blankets.